I don't know what happened there. I think I got cut off somehow, more than likely. So I lost everybody. So yeah, I'm back again, but I'm not sure what's happening in the. We just had an announcement saying that they are under stress from the app itself, but people are managing to buy, and it's still going through. So therefore, yeah, maybe if they put it as a lottery, I suppose. But then, do you have to like buy a token or something to be able to do that, or what? I don't know. I don't know how much you got on my last live stream thingy because somehow it just all of a sudden it just restarted itself here. So I'm assuming that my internet got cut off for just a few seconds and then went back on again. But you know, I'm not 100% sure. As I said, it's a bit buggy here. So well, I still can't even access the app at all. So I don't know what anyone else's situation is. Hey, I just went from like 120 viewers to 19. Yeah, well, I don't know what it's going to be. I'm really like interested to know. So I had an offer for 1144.42 for the ultra rare. Took my gems. Well, if it took your gems, then that should mean that that you don't see any pending. Well, that doesn't always mean a thing. So, but even if it took your gems, then you know that's a good sign because normally if it takes your gems, then it means that you know something's bound to happen. Essentially, whether you get the actual DeLorean or you get something else, because they have to refund you your gems, and they've done it once now already, giving you something, so they can't really not do it again, can they? Well done to Dylan there. Dylan got his ultra rare after the 14th attempt. So there you go. I was when I was doing Nightwing, I kept on clicking on it, clicking on it, clicking on it, and you know, you just. I think that's the key. I think that's the key to it. Yeah, even if someone said that, oh no, it's Taps. Taps said that he clicked buy now 3 times, and yeah, well, 3 times isn't enough, Taps. Got to keep clicking, mate. You see, there is the issue. There, you can't get on the app. It's trying to reset my password after it kicked me out. Yeah, it's quite annoying. Did that to me as well. It kicked me out as I got to buy. It kicked me out of the app, and then when I went to try and back in again, it says the login screen, and it was a nightmare. Oh, what's happening now? Have I just restarted again? Something just refreshed, and I think I lost everyone again. Is it still working? Are we still going, or have we refreshed the screen here? Oh, okay. Thank you, John. That's good for you to say. Thank you. That makes my life a little bit easier. I'm trying to. It's very strange. It's gone back to the counter has gone back to 0039. So I have no idea what happened there. No, I can't even get any app. Look, I'm still. That's my situation at the moment. I'm literally just doing nothing at this moment in time. 8 attempts to buy, now the page, and finally let me get to the buyer. Now page, I managed to grab one. Funny thing was, I was out walking my dogs. You're out walking your dogs and you managed to get one. Wowzers. Yeah, I think it's got to do with something to do with my phone as well, you know, because every time it gets to the point, it either kicks me out or drops me in or where. Although, having said that, I did get the Batman one, but there weren't as many people trying for the Batmans at that time. I'm not sure if you can use it. I was looking into this the other day actually. And maybe some of you guys would know better than me, but because you know you've got the VR section, haven't you? Or the AR section. I thought, wouldn't it be cool if you could use it through VR glasses? Because I'm assuming that's what's coming soon. So I was trying to use. I've got a thing called Trinus VR, where what I do is I play a movie or something on my computer, and then that transfers to my phone. So I can watch the VR through my VR goggles, you know, just those. When I went to Hong Kong, I just bought some of those cheap plastic ones essentially, and you shove your phone in it, and you've got VR. And I was thinking it'd be really cool if you could do that with your VR or AR thingy room, isn't it? So you put your goggles on, you could walk in and look around at all the stuff you've got. But I haven't worked out a way to do it yet. So I'm guessing it's something they might put in the app at some point. But as it stands at the moment, that's not something that's there. But I thought maybe what I could do is put the app through BlueStacks and then run it on the computer and then use the VR section on there and then put that through Trinus that will go to my thing, but it didn't work. So because the VR bit doesn't work on BlueStacks, which incidentally the whole app doesn't really work very well on BlueStacks. So yeah, I think we need to. That's a good idea, actually. We should do a poll of what phone people use, because I think the more expensive phones are obviously faster, well, obvious reasons. So therefore, maybe, but that shouldn't make a difference, though, should it, to the app? Or maybe it does. I don't know. It'd be interesting to find out, because that could really affect, you know, the price of phones. Okay, so you're only using the old Samsung on a 4G network, so maybe that doesn't matter then in that case. But you know, I'm using this on Wi-Fi. You're hardwired to your LAN, you say? Is that what you're saying? I can't see. Yeah, hardwired to my LAN got kicked out. Oh, so there you go. So I don't think it really matters what. I think it's more to do with their, I guess their server at the other end. I don't know. I do some website stuff and know about a little bit of servers, but I don't know about actual apps and stuff and how it works. No, don't use the VPN. Obviously not. Well, although maybe I don't know. I don't know if it will make a difference again. So. Well, see, I had the app open, but then as soon as I literally went into the page for the thing, it just does this and it just freezes completely. So, yeah, I don't think it really matters what phone you have, to be honest. I think it literally is just the luck of the draw. Let me see if I can load, because I've literally been sitting on just the browse screen. So, if I now go into the selling fast, that's what it's doing at the moment. So, if that pops up, then I will know that I can then click on one of them at least. Yeah, I think it's just to do with their servers and the amount of people that are coming to it. But didn't they? Oh, something's come up. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. That's what I should have done. Rather than just sitting on the normal screen, I should have gone to the selling fast one, because now it's come up. So, but I'm not sure. Is it all sold out already? Does anyone know? I'm trying to get the ultra rare if I can, but. But look, it's now loading. It's doing its thing. And just a minute ago, it loaded. So if you're on the screen like I was on that just said nothing, then click on the selling fast one. Oh, look, there we go. Attempting to secure your reservation. I just did that. So make sure you go onto the selling fast section. Click on that, So I'm back in again at least. So, and if it hasn't sold out, this is the ultra rare as well, I believe. So I don't think it's sold out yet. That's what it's coming up with at the moment. I literally just went into the. Has it gone already? Well, I guess we'll find out. I'll just keep on. I sold out. Oh, okay. Well, it's attempting to secure an order reservation. So let's have a look. We'll just leave it going because it says reserving. It'll probably come up with an error in just a second, saying it's all sold out anyway. Are you stuck on the yeah? See, if you're stuck on the VV loading screen, then that's no good. But if you're in the app itself, then click on the bit that says selling fast, and it loads up super quick. See, so I got unable to reserve collectible. Try again. Let me see. If it loads now and says all sold out, then obviously that's the thingy. But it takes a while. Look, you see. So I've just done it. I'm now back into. You just reserved a rare. So yeah, so maybe I should do that rather than going for this ultra rare. But see, the only thing I'm a bit worried about, and that is with this one, is because there's so many things of it, so many what's it called, so many additions, I suppose. Is it actually going to be worth as much as what we think compared to the other ones as well? Like, I've got a feeling, there's a lot of people that want it because it's a cool thing, but because there's so many additions now, is it really going to be that as much money? I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really a collectibles person. I'm more into the crypto side of it. And this crypto for me just kind of grabbed me and held me rather than the other ones where I just sort of buy them and try them. But I'm still happy to buy an NFT every so often if I can flip it and make some money. Just like everybody. Oh, that's true. Yeah, it could be that people who bought it already are seeing a sold out screen because they've already bought it. So that's true. Well, see, my one doesn't say sold out. That's the weird thing. It just says keep reserving. So I'm just going to keep trying to reserve it and see what happens. So that's the one I'm interested in anyway, I suppose. It's not, because that's the ultra rare one, whereas that's the one that everybody tries for, obviously. Well, I wouldn't say they've been botched, actually, Paz. I'd say that it's not great that you can't get on and you can't, thingy. But I don't think they're botched as such because people are still managing to get them, and they're making a butt ton of money from it. So for their point of view, it's not botched. Yeah, I guess it's not great, is it? It's not a great experience, but then it also is quite fun as well. Because if it was really simple to buy, then nobody'd care, would they? They'd just be like, yeah, I'll get one later. So this way everyone's racing to try and get it. I think that's kind of fun. And I don't know about the lottery system either, because if it was a lottery system, then that just makes it luck, doesn't it? It doesn't make it like... Seriously, the DeLorean on eBay now for $1,200 already, apparently. That's crazy. But yeah, if they make it a lottery system, like how would they do that as well? Well, I haven't even loaded gems on purpose because what I do is mine's all linked to my PayPal anyway. So therefore, yeah, that's the thing. There are a lot of people trying to get these things. So it's well, it is what it is, isn't it? If still keep saying attempting to secure reservation. So if I manage to get it, then I'll let you know. But I think this one's sold out anyway, the one I'm trying for. Yeah, I wonder though, like, see, that's the thing that happens. As soon as they get sold, then people try and flip them straight away on eBay or something like that. But it's all very well putting them up on eBay, but does anyone actually buy them? That's the thing. Because I'm happy to get one of these for $100 or something, yes. And then I'm happy to sell it on to try and make some money. But I'm not really happy to pay $1,200 for it. No matter how much of a fan I am, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I want to buy one of those for $1,200 straight away because, Well, see, how does the Top Shot thing work, or MBNA? There's a credit card. MBA Top Shot work? Because I don't actually know. I've never tried, as I said, never tried to buy it because I just kind of thought, well, you know, what's the point? No, I'm never going to get any. A DeLorean Common just sold for 150 on eBay. Okay, so that's a common. So what would that be? What's that, like 50, 30 quid? Is it something like that? Okay, we've got 92 viewers now, so thank you very much to these 92 people that are in here. Hello, hello. Hopefully you can all hear what's going on and see what's going on. Pretty much nothing, to be honest. Stuck on a loading screen. Yeah, most people are stuck on loading screens. Or which one am I confirming? I'm trying to confirm the ultra rare because according to my thing, it's not sold out. But which I don't understand because everyone's saying it is sold out. So maybe it just hasn't updated or something. But yeah, I'm keeping pushing on the ultra rare, and if it comes up, then I'll let you know, and then you know that even when it says sold out, then don't listen to it. But look, see on my one, it just says, you can see there, it still says buy now. So therefore, this is the time scaled 1-to-1, the size of the real life DeLorean, 99.99. So yeah, I'm gonna go for that. See if it does anything. You never know. So it makes you get in a line and random place. Yeah, but see, then it randomizes everything. So is that quite as... Then it literally is just the luck of the draw. It's literally like having a lottery, isn't it? I don't know. You get a random place in the pack number is in the pack number. Okay, so you get in the queue and then you get it. Well, maybe it's a better idea. Then maybe I don't know. Like I said, I'm not too worried about the whole NFT side of things. It's more the actual token for me. But then having said that, like I said, I'm happy to do these drops. They're quite fun actually. It's quite it's quite interesting sitting here having a play on the phone. Like even I remember I got so nervous on the day of Nightwing as well. I don't know why. I have no idea why I got so nervous about it because it essentially is just you playing on your phone, isn't it? But I closed all the doors. I got my wife to take the kid out for my son out for like a ride in the park or whatever, and I went into the bedroom and I was sitting there closed door hammering away on the phone because it was the first official drop where loads of people were part of it, whereas before, like when I first got on the app, I could go on and buy the Rizzos if I wanted to, and I chose not to because I'm an idiot. Are you asking Lost and Faded Guitarist? Are you asking about this app, or are you asking about the MBNA Top Shots one? Because I don't MBA Top Shots because I don't know that app at all. But maybe someone else can say. He's asking if you keep closing the app to reload, does it give your spot away to someone else? And Loco Elefante, are you talking about the VV app, or are you talking about the other one? Because again, we're sort of talking about the same sort of thingy. Well, that's true, but I suppose you could argue that if you were in the app from the start, you would have more chance. So, but yeah, see, that's the thing, you see, loads on eBay already. So therefore, that means that people have put them up on eBay as soon as it comes up. Now, some of those are going to be scams as well, remember this, because I did a little video about how not to get scammed, which is essentially buy it from the market, because people were complaining. Well, see, that's the thing as well. The OMI price is doing well today, obviously, because of this. But also, if they do the gems to, the OMI to gems conversion, it means that every time, probably before there's a thing, there'll be a spike in price because people will go to the exchange, buy the OMI, and then convert it to gems. And they'll do it depending on how quick the gems to OMI process or the OMI to gems process is. That will affect the price massively as well. And there always used to be on the old drops when they were there always used to be a little spike in price just before that because people were going to buy the OMI. You see, there's the thing. What PUBG just said there, and that is that because everyone's saying, oh, there should be one per person and that's it, and there shouldn't be any more. But the issue is this, and that is that he just said he's using multiple phones and he's able to get an ultra rare, a common, and a rare. So therefore, it doesn't really matter if they limit the amount because people can just use multiple phones, and therefore they can get the same amount of them anyway. See, that is the issue there. You get kicked out when the drop started. So yeah, if that happens, that annoyed me a bit when I was thingy. I believe I bought the ultra rare. It allowed me to buy it and then took the gems. It didn't show on the screen, but normally, Najis, is it Najis? Najis, normally Najis, if it takes your gems, then that means you've got it. And what normally happens is about 8 hours later sometimes, depending on you know how fast it goes, they actually bring you, they deliver it to you, and it will just appear in your box. Yeah, I'm guessing that they are all, you know, they're all going to be that kind of thing. Like these eBay ones are preemptive and they're scams as well, some of them, because there was that thing. I was looking for graphics cards the other day to build a mining machine, and there was so many on there saying things like, you know, saying things like, oh, you're buying a box, or you're buying a picture, and if you're not paying attention to what you get, then you know. Sometimes you can get scammed that way as well, and I wonder if how many of those eBay posts are actually like that. And I think eBay terms of service, you're not actually allowed to sell digital items, are you? As far as I can work out, so I don't know how you get around that. Yeah, see, that's the issue there, isn't it? When you've got the gems, as Rum Media Content says, you've got the gems, but then you can't actually spend them. So you bought them in advance, which is why I don't buy them in advance, incidentally. And also the main reason I didn't do that is because I was trying to do it without buying them in advance to show you guys that it may be possible. So if this does actually load at any point, and I can buy one, I haven't loaded my gems on purpose, and I don't with any of the drops, so that way you can see if it is possible to buy it without loading your gems and if it makes a difference. Because if it doesn't make a difference, then rather than you loading the gems preempting, because at the moment you can't get your gems back. So you've loaded 500 gems up, which is like $500, and now that's stuck in that app and you can't get it back at all. There's no way you can get it back unless you can transfer your gems to someone else and they'll pay you cash for them, but I don't think that's likely to happen. So therefore, you know, let's have a look. Due to the huge editions, does that mean all the previous editions and drops that were common become ultra rare? Well, see, that is an interesting point, isn't it? Because they keep on upping the editions and they keep on upping the amount that they're bringing out. And that's great in terms of the app for Vivi, because the more they do, the more money they get. And also, the more people will be able to get it, which is great. But one of the things that people like the most about it, I think, and the reason they're all trying to get it, is because they can sell it on. So if there's more editions, it gets harder to sell on, doesn't it? Surely. So then that means that the people who are just trying to buy it to flip it, that's going to go lower, but the people who are buying it because they want it is going to go higher. So I guess it's a bit like a catch-22 because Ultra is sold out. Okay, yeah, well, I'm trying to reserve it at the moment and it's not working, so that would make sense. Well, that's true, yeah, all that once were common will be rare one day. Yeah, essentially they will. So, and also what you've got to remember is essentially that any of the ones that you buy now, because you're in so early, I don't think it matters. I think that, you know, like there's some people selling them on Telegram. I got two of the Batman Jay Lee. They're not worth a lot. I think like 350 or something. I was trying to get Nightwing, didn't manage it, so I got two Jay Lees. And that was by mistake because I bought one. And then I clicked on it, and then it said my gems were gone, but you know, we didn't know about this whole they were going to deliver it later because it was when the Batman ones came out. So, therefore, I bought another one, and then I realised that both the gems were gone or whatever, and incidentally, I bought that on my PayPal credit card thing. So without unable to reserve, please try again. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, I just keep getting this screen every time, so therefore it doesn't really matter that I didn't put my phone up really. Yeah, they reserve the first 40 for like the team and stuff like that, don't they? So I don't really understand why. I guess because of the fact that then, you know, I guess they could sell them at a later date, or, you know, I suppose they've got to get something out of it apart from the millions that they're getting from the, the app. Although obviously that's not, that's not what they're getting. They're not getting the millions because they have to pay out all the stuff, have to pay out licenses, etc. And they probably, come to a big amount essentially. Got the buy now button, gems taken but no confirmation. What do you think? Didn't happen like that, Roger. Well, if your gems are taken, then normally it means that something has happened. So, and the thing is that if your gems are taken, then the good news is that even if you don't get a DeLorean, you will get something, because they've got to send something out now, because they can't really send out something good for the Ultraman people who didn't get gems or got gems taken, and then not do it for everyone else. So, I'm not sure, Taps. I don't know. Anyone know if the rare is sold out or anything like that? I guess it's super frustrating, but it's just one of those things, isn't it? So many people are trying to get into the app and do stuff that it is what it is, I guess. Exactly, yeah, as John just said, that's why I was just reading John's comment there. It says that he hates that he can't get these drops because of the demand, but essentially because of the demand, it means the app is growing, so it's a good thing. So I guess essentially it's a catch-22 but it's crazy because the amount of additions they've got here, you would have thought that most people would be able to get in and get one really easily. But, I guess that's not the case, is it? But maybe that's because of the server fault and not because of the thingy, but I don't know. I guess they said on an interview that they spoke with some other people about the architecture of the server and all that, and those people had no clue of what they could do to make it better. So it seems like they've got their ducks in order, more or less. Omi is heading back up. That's awesome. Yeah, let's keep it going back up. And as I said, when that gems to Omi comes in, I didn't, Omi to gems. I didn't even think about it before. I was just kind of like, why would I want to do Omi to gems? It's so annoying because you have to buy it from the exchange and then swap it back. And now I had that brain fluff the other day about it. Now, wouldn't it be cool if we could make some kind of website where Omi holders put liquidity into it, and then people can then just buy the gems directly, which they can then use in the app, because then we then top it up from the thingy, but I don't even know if that's possible. Somebody actually did a little post on one of the comments showing me something that's all to do with DeFi that might work, so I'll look into it and see, but as I said, I'm not really technical, so I don't really know, but still trying to reserve it. Still trying to get a common. Well, you see, that's the thing. They should get some more servers with the money they're making, essentially, and I'm guessing that's going to be a next priority to do, but I don't, not really sure for that one, to be honest. That's all stuff that we don't find out about until it's too late. Well, you see, that's the thing. If everybody, I'm just looking here at Cabana Boy. He just said that, are they going to sell everything in the market because then everything will go down in price? And that's that's the kind of thing with any industry, isn't it? And that is that when someone buys something, it's a race to the bottom, which really annoys me. I know people who used to work in Benidorm as entertainers, and in Benidorm they used to get like £300 or £400 for a show, okay, which isn't a lot, but it's okay. And then what happened was there was a race to the bottom because thousands of entertainers went to Benidorm thinking, yeah, I'll get loads of money. And now I know entertainers that go out for about €30 a show, and they have to do 4 or 5 shows a night in order to be able to, make up the money, essentially. And that's essentially probably what's going to happen here with all of this stuff. You see people saying, oh, I'm going to sell it for this much. But then when it goes onto the market, if there's 40 of them, it means that people are going to keep undercutting each other, and the more they undercut, the more the price goes down. So this is the worry, essentially, with buying one now for this amount of money, £100 or whatever, is when it goes on the marketplace, how much are you actually going to be able to flip it for? And are you, in amongst with the other 50,000 people who are trying to sell it, going to be able to get anything decent for it? Well, I'm still trying here, and it just keeps on saying nothing. But then, having said that, if you're a collector, then it's good for you, isn't it? Because it's something that you want and you want to keep. But if you're just trying to flip it, Does it become worth it when there's so many additions? I don't know. Well, that's very true. Yeah, with it being like this on the app, that the market is the only solution. But here's the issue: are a lot of people buying it because they're planning on flipping it, or are a lot of people buying it because they really want a fake DeLorean that they can show on their phone? Yeah, exactly. What DP said, that all this stuff that they have to improve doesn't happen like that. So therefore, we've got to allow them time to improve. And at the end of the day, it is in beta, as we know. So, you know, I want a T-Rex for Jurassic Park. Totally. Yeah, that's what I'd like to get. But I'm guessing that one's going to be an ultra rare as well. Well, exactly. Yeah, there has to be a collector demand for the item because, you know, as it stands at the moment, a lot of the people buying them are flipping them on the market. So if there's hundreds and hundreds of them on the market, and the only people buying, but then I suppose you could argue this, because I saw this happen a lot as well on the market, and that is that people were buying them on the market as a higher price, but still a lower price than what they thought they could get for it afterwards. So therefore, you know, I was in the market when there was a Ghostbuster thingy put up for 2 million gems, and there was people bidding on it, but it obviously wasn't real bids. And that was really weird because you were looking around the market and you were seeing things for like 2 million gems and thinking, "Wow, it's going to be worth 2 million," and then people were actually buying it for like a couple of thousand, thinking that they could get 2 million from it, but not realizing. So it's going to be an interesting one for sure. Well, you see, that's the thing. As they release more and more collectibles, like you said, people will be more discriminating, and it won't be so crazy. So that is the theory. But at the same time, every single collectible they've released so far has been a first edition, and everybody's saying how, you know, first appearance, first edition is the best thing. Now, does that mean they're going to release the DeLorean later on down the line, and then it's not going to be a first appearance, and then not everyone's going to want it? I don't know. At the end of the day, they've got so many licenses in place. And it seems even the ones that I think are like licenses that I wouldn't even go near, um, you know, I don't think, I don't think that it's, what am I trying to say here? I was reading the chat at the same time. Yeah, basically, the licenses that I don't think will be that popular have still sold out, is what I'm getting at. So the Murmur somebody put a thing on my chat which was quite funny. That was that he tried to get a Murmur for his 4-year-old daughter, but he couldn't because there was a lot of 30-year-old men who were buying them, which is so true when you think about it, because everybody's buying them just to flip them, and that's it. They're not fans of them or anything like that. And now this guy who wanted to try and get one for his 4-year-old is not going to go and spend like £200 or £300 on one for his his young daughter or whatever. So where is the bottom price, essentially, because that's the one that's always going to win out. Only price is dropping since the drop is over. Seems to be the new norm. Goes up when the drop is near. As soon as the drop is price is over, wows maybe at their best. Any idea? Whew, yeah, no idea on that one. I guess, let me have a look here what we got. So it's dropping a little bit, isn't it? Oh no, it's dropped quite a lot now, actually. So yeah, I don't know, because before, when it was going up, it made sense because people were buying the Omi to transfer into gems and then buying their thing. But now, even if they've got their gems, they can't take them out at the moment. So I guess what could be happening is that people get frustrated. Somebody saying about maybe you have to be on a computer or a phone with high-speed internet. I don't think that matters. Somebody else said that they were on a Samsung Galaxy or something, and they on 4G, and they managed to get one. So, you know, I think it literally is just a case of how fast your fingers are, whether you're in the right section of the app at the time, and all that kind of stuff. What's this? Does anyone know how to convert gems into Omi? You can't at the moment. That's the only trouble, Hugo. You can't convert the gems back to Omi at the moment. They need a specific license in order to be able to do that. I'm really hoping that they don't get you to go change convert to Omi and then say, right, that's yours, and go back to the exchange to put it on. Because if you do that, what will happen is people will buy their gems with fiat, then they will sell their thing or whatever, or buy their thing and then sell it again, for instance, and then convert their £10,000 back into Omi, and then take that Omi and put that 10 grand back onto the exchange. So then that means the price of Omi will go down because it's going directly back on the exchange. So I'm really hoping that they don't do that, but I don't know. Depends on their money license, I guess, of what they're going to do. There was a burn in tokens when it goes to 0.9. When the burn stopped, the price did go. So did they actually burn anything? I don't know if they've actually done any buybacks yet. Remember, the burn tokens only come out of the reserve wallet, so they don't affect the price of Omi at all. They only affect it when they do the buyback. So although it's great that they're going to do a big buyback, or they will do buyback in increments, we don't actually know when that's going to be. And as far as I know, they haven't announced any burns so far that they've done, or buybacks that they've done. Oh, that's cool. Lena managed to get an ultra rare as a birthday present for her boyfriend, so that's cool. I'm sure he'll be very happy with that. Yeah, it's the first interactive collectible, isn't it, as well? So, although, you know what looks really cool? That Batmobile looks awesome. So that's another one. Pretty much everything they're bringing out looks so good that I think that people are going to want to buy it anyway. And you think about it, before you knew about VV and NFTs, would you ever think you're going to spend £100 on a thing that doesn't even exist? Then no. But I guess because it looks so cool, because you can even go, like, I don't know if you saw one of my videos a long time back, it actually said about, it was, what's it called? It was about the AR thing. I can't remember what it's called. I've deleted the app now. But it wasn't about Vivi. And I connected the person who was in these videos to the VV people, essentially, because they were following him. But it turned out not to be true anyway, and it was an AR app. And they have that AR app where you can actually do the same thing pretty much as VV, but it's free. So now you don't own that thing, but you can still look at it and, you can still look at it and play around with it. And I don't know if you can buy it or not, actually. I didn't really look into it. But the point is that, would you have thought you were going to spend that much on something that isn't real? Because, like I said, my friend who is really into collecting comics, he's got like #1 Spider-Man or whatever and all that. He just, when he's there, he was like, oh, I ain't going to bother buying pixels on my screen. You think I'm going to pay money for that? Yet the hilarious thing is that if he said to me, hey, do you want to buy this comic for £1,000? I'd be like, what's that comic for £1,000? I don't want to get that. I can get one for 50p. Do you know what I mean? It's a swings and roundabouts. So I guess that's the thing. Yeah, I think you've got to wait until they're worth some money, essentially. Like I said, I've got a J. Lee Batman, and I got a Metallo. That was the first one I bought, and I had the chance to get Rizzo and a few others as well, but I didn't take that chance at the time. And now they're worth a lot. Like, I know Taps. I'm not sure if Taps is still in here, but Taps has got one of the Rizzos, and they're worth quite a lot now as well. Harley Hughes watching from Belfast. Hello to you. I can only imagine what Omi has planned for the future. I need to buy, what's that, 1 million more. Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. Hopefully the price of Omi will reflect what's going on with the app as well. Obviously, you've got the burns, but, like we said, the burns is coming from the reserve, and that will take a while to go through. And yes, in the long run, it will affect it, but in the short term, it doesn't affect it at all. So, like I said, maybe if we buy it from the exchange and then convert it to gems, then that will affect it. And then if they then have a way to go from gems back to Omi or back to fiat, then that essentially means we're doing our own burn from the thing. It's just a pain in the backside getting it from the exchange. Although having said that, if I can get it from Binance, if it ever goes on Binance, that would be fantastic. Because what I would do is I would transfer my money to Binance. I would then just buy straight away the Omi from Binance, and then I would just send it straight to my VV wallet to convert to gems. And that's what I would do, and I would just keep doing that all the time. And that way, because when you buy a crypto, generally what you do is you buy the amount that you want, and you don't buy any more because you don't need to, because you're just hodling, or you may buy if it dollar cost average in or dollar cost average out, depending on what you're doing. But the point is that once you've bought your bit, then that's it, isn't it? I only have one, but love him. I wish I could get one of these DeLoreans. Go back in time to February and buy more Russos. Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? So yeah, you've got a real good deal there on the Eduardo Rizzo. Sorry, beg your pardon. Because literally, I had the chance to buy it, and I looked at it, and I think it was it 79 quid or something? It was a 79 or 89, something like that. I now got 89 gems, but no DeLorean. If you've got gems taken away, as we said before, then it normally means you're going to get something. Whether we get DeLorean or whether you get your gems refunded and something cool, then that is a mystery, because sometimes they oversell by mistake. So, okay, what's happening here now? Nothing. It's just loading for me anyway. So it's weird. The ultra rare page for me still doesn't say sold out, which is interesting. It still says buy if you want to. So that's really interesting. Ultra sold out, not sure about the rare. Yeah, see, mine isn't. It just keeps on saying reserving order for me. It doesn't say sold out. So you would have thought, maybe it's because I haven't updated my screen or something. Unable to reserve collectible. Try, oh dear, no, now I'm completely locked out. Look, I can't even, look at this, look. I can't even get out of it now, look. Ah, there we go, I'm back out of it again. Yeah, you see, look, this still says buy now for me, look. Can you see that there? So I don't think that is the case, but I'm going to keep trying anyway, and you never know. What they might do is they might take my gems, or might take my money, and then I can't get it anyway, and then they send me something cool. So I'm just going to keep trying on the rare, on the ultra rare even. Was that AIOZ? What's that? No, I don't know. Is that a crypto? Yeah, ultra rare sold out. Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. Took you 10 minutes, but you were able to get an ultra rare, Ricardo. So are you still getting it now, or was that before? Because that makes a difference if it's sold out, obviously. I'm assuming it is sold out now anyway. I'm assuming that, Did anyone manage to get a rare then? Because the rare is the next one to go, obviously. That's the... Orion, is that the rare, or is that the what do you call it? Yeah, I'm going to keep trying until it says sold out as well, because that way, if they take my gems or if they take my money, then they've got to send me something. So that's pretty awesome. To be honest, I would rather they didn't do this, and then I got my stuff taken, and then they had to refund my gems back, and they sent me something cool, because then I'm getting something for free that's worth loads of money, which is awesome. Let's have a look. Tempted to secure and reserve order. It just keeps on saying that all the time. So Orion says he got a common for each of his kids, so that's pretty cool. Lucky children. Yeah, what's going to be really crazy though when they bring out the remote control car one, because that's the one that I think everybody wants. Like, all right, these little statue ones are pretty cool, but do you know, I really hate it when people say this stuff to me. When they, like this chap here, John, is saying that AIOZ network is going to be huge. I love the fact that you're telling me this. Don't worry, I'm not being rude here, but I really hate it, because what ends up happening is that I end up FOMOing in on something that I really shouldn't do, and my wife really doesn't like it, because as she sees it, and it's true, it is all invisible money at the moment, because like even engine has gone up for me now. I'll be honest, I actually took some of the profits from my engine the other day, stupidly, and I bought some of that Safemoon as like a community project, so to speak, because a lot of people were saying about it in my chat, and they were saying like, oh, Safemoon to the moon, Safemoon, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, you haven't even mentioned Safemoon, so I was like, okay, well, I'll have a look at it. And then I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to put some money in, so I took some profits from engine and I put it in. And now I regret that, because engine has now gone up. In fact, the stuff I took out from engine, my other engine has now gone up to meet with the stuff that I took out. So that means that if I'd have just held the engine I had, I would have had a lot more than what I've got now. So the moral of the story is when I take something out or when I sell something, that is the time to buy it, I think. Yeah, I don't tend to do a lot of research because my research revolves around, as I am new to crypto, my research revolves around looking on YouTube and seeing what people say. So, which I hope people don't take my word on these things as financial advice. I personally think it's a good investment because I enjoy it. But, I hope people don't think, oh, I'm going to buy this because he said so. And that's why I try not to do price predictions or anything like that. But obviously, the main thing on YouTube is people doing price predictions saying this is going to go to $1. And I got caught with that with Doge. Although, actually, I bought Doge like a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but like before it got to like the 7 cents mark or whatever, I bought it for like 2 cents or something like that, or I tried to. I messed it up slightly, as I was saying in the other video, because I didn't know about limit orders and stuff like that, and I wasn't using the slider on the thing, and I somehow managed to, the price was going up while I was trying to mess around with it, so I actually lost money because I didn't know and didn't do my research beforehand. But the point is that I didn't get in because of YouTube for that reason. But then there was other things that I did get in because of YouTube, like XRP. I saw someone saying it was going to go to Mars, and I was like, well, I've got to get in on this. So I bought a couple of hundred of that, and then I just sort of sat on it for a bit, and I was like, this isn't doing anything. So, and then I sold it, and now I regret selling it because it's gone up again. So. Yeah, everybody should do their own research for sure, without a doubt. Because otherwise you end up foaming onto stuff. Although I watch a lot of different channels. Coin Bureau is a really good channel to watch. What's he called? A BitBoy Crypto. I was watching him quite a bit, but then people have been saying that it's not really a good one to watch. So therefore I don't really go there that much. To be honest, I don't really watch many crypto channels anymore, and I should tell you the reason. And the reason I don't watch it, the only ones I really watch are the ones that are associated with Ecomi or with the cryptos that I've got. And I think the thing about the crypto channels is it's not necessarily you need an expert to tell you what to buy or what to do. It's more about you need somebody who's in the same boat as you, who you want to, and maybe you don't know some information that they might know. Like, I try to give you the latest news that I've found out, so that way you can make your own decision. Like, if I didn't know that there was news coming out today or the next couple of days about the token or about the company, then I might just look at it and go, oh, it's going down, I won't bother. Or, oh, I'll sell now or whatever, and then you would regret it. But by me telling you the news, then hopefully it means that you've got a little bit more understanding of what's possible, I suppose. And I'm not trying to get you to buy the thing, I'm not trying to get you to FOMO in, but I always feel better when I see a YouTuber and they're saying, oh, you can go to this much, you can go to this much. And I think, oh, I might as well hold then. But, I don't take decisions based on it solely, but then I'll do a little bit of research based on that. What did Vivi tweet? Yeah, I think that's the thing about Safemoon. It does seem like a Doge 2.0, doesn't it? And now there's Safe Mars and there's Elongate and there's what's it? Dogemoon. Dogemoon they're bringing out soon, aren't they, as well? So. Okay, I'm just trying to get back in again, and it's not working. So, what did Vivi tweet? Let me have a look and see what Vivi tweeted then in that case. Under heavy load. Just about the under heavy load. That's all I've got at the moment. Is there anything else? Well, there you go. You see, that's the good thing. Your $300 investment on Safemoon is now up to almost 700. So, see, the issue for me in crypto is that it's all very well putting your money in and then watching it go up. That's great, but it's not real money until you cash out. So when do you cash out? That's the issue, isn't it? That's the big issue there, because, like, in your mind, you're constantly thinking it's going to keep going up. It's going to keep going up, and you're thinking, if I don't cash out now, like, I could cash out now and get some money, but I could just wait until it goes higher. And you're just going to be forever waiting, essentially. A good way to do it, I suppose, is to dollar cost average out, as they say. So essentially take some profits on the way up. But even just taking the profits on the way up, it's still scary, because you think, like, I don't really want to take any from there, because then when it goes up, I could have had more. So it's like a never-ending circle, isn't it? And as my wife said, I keep on putting money into it, but I never take any out. So I've got Engine, and I read forums and stuff, and people are like, oh, Engine's going to be this, Engine's going to be $30, Engine's going to be this, and I'm like, right, it's at 5 now, so if I wait till 30, I've got a lot more money. And it's like, well, it's the same with Omi as well. I'm up quite a bit now from Omi because I bought it in quite low, but I still don't want to sell it. And to be honest, I'm not going to sell Omi at all because it's my thing, and that's what I talk about as well. So it would be pretty stupid if I sold all my Omi and then I come on here telling you all about the news and stuff like that. So I'm kind of in for it for the long run now because I enjoy doing this channel, I enjoy having a chat to everyone and stuff. But the actual other ones, I'm not related to in any way, shape, or form. Like Safemoon, if we get a profit from it, I'm selling it straight away, so that way I can pop that back into the channel and do some drops of Omi for people. Yeah, I think Engine is a great investment for sure. It's gone up a lot. Like I said, I got in at like 33 cents or something. So, and now it's like $3 or something. So it's pretty cool. Ultra Rare became available. How did it become available? Ah, so I was right then in that case. It keeps on attempting to reserve my order. Yeah, see, that's the thing as well. It's good to stake crypto, isn't it? But like, there's still risks to staking, isn't there, essentially? Because because I was thinking about maybe just buying like a lot of crypto and then just staking it and just using it as a passive income, essentially. But, I don't know if that would, because then if the crypto goes down really badly, then, Are you above 10 mil Omi? Yeah, if you're above 10 mil, you're lucky. Yeah, no, I'm not above 10 mil. No way, no. I didn't even get, I got in early, but I didn't get in that early. Definitely not. And when I do crypto, I don't normally put in a lot, to be honest. It's just a little hobby for me. So apart from now, I'm starting to do this like little video blog thing, which is quite thingy. But that's the thing. I'm afraid to take profit all the time as well. So. Well, you see, this game of Rust thing as well, a lot of people are saying it's a load of rubbish as well. So I think everyone is putting all their eggs into the basket of Game of Rust, but apparently the game itself isn't supposed to be that good. Like, I mean, compared to other games out there. So I'm not a gamer at all, I'll be honest, so I don't know. The reason I got into this is I was looking for something NFT-wise, I sort of came across this, and it was Bitboy Crypto. I saw him talking about on a YouTube thing from a long while ago, and then I didn't really listen to him. Then he did another video on it, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna sort of FOMO into it essentially. And I spoke to a friend of mine, and she wanted to invest in something, so we put double the money together, and we just shoved it into Engine. And then from there, it just sort of took off, and it went up. So we're up okay amount of profit, but I still haven't sold it yet. So if it goes down, then I'm stuffed, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking to do, is to try and stake a stable coin of some kind. But is any coin stable? You know, I guess, because like even like the Ethereum, I was thinking of buying Ethereum 2.0 or whatever it is and thinking, but like you can lock your Ethereum and stake it, but then by the time it comes round to it actually being available and stuff, you might not have had. It might not be as good, is what they're saying. I was watching a video that I think it was on Coin Bureau, and he was talking about it, and he was saying that, you know, that you can stake it and people are doing it, but because it's such a long period of time, it might not end up being worth it. So the app has gone offline, has it? What, for 30 minutes? I'm still in the app. I'm still doing nothing, but see, that's the thing as well. Yeah, the NFT games, they're pay to play, aren't they? So you have to pay for the game of Rust, Age of Rust as well, on Engine. So I'm guessing that a lot of people aren't going to be that bothered about it, apart from the people who are going to be invested in it. Although there is a thing about Bitcoin, isn't there? You can actually hunt for Bitcoin and find it and all that sort of thing. So that is an interesting part of it, I guess. USD. Well, yeah, I guess you could buy USDT, couldn't you, and then hold that. But then it's stable. But then what's the point? It's like you're not going to get any gains from it, are you? Or does it go up and down? I don't know. I thought that was kind of a thing that sort of stayed where it was, hence the name stable. So what I was thinking of doing was if I got any profit from anything, then I was going to convert that to USDT, and then I was going to put it in Blockfolio, so that way, or USDC even, so that way I get the percentage for whatever it is, you know. Okay, so the app has gone down. Did it? So anyone in here? Did you manage to get anything, or? Oh, it's showing sold out for you, is it? You know what? I'm gonna go back into the thing and just refresh it and see. Oh, mine still says buy now, but then at the same time, if they have taken it. Oh, I'm just gonna stay in this little thingy because. Yeah, because it's obviously not, the app is definitely not online now, because even if I hit buy, then it literally comes up straight away, can't reserve collectible. Whereas normally, then it gives a little bit of a, you know, little thing. So what is this? I don't even know what Gods Unchained is. So like I said, I didn't really look into it massively with Engine, and I try and stay away from crypto channels now purely because of the fact that I don't want to invest in anything else. Because I end up putting all this real money into invisible stuff again. So yeah, I think the Ultraman drop was okay. You know, it was Theta. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Yeah, like there's certain coins that you're going to buy like way low. Like a lot of people with the Doge as well. But you have to wait a long time. Like Engine, the people who got in really, really early, didn't they? Like they have to hold for like almost 2 years or maybe a year, I'm not sure exactly how much, before it even did anything. And like most people don't have that patience. And I was looking at some people who, or on the online, you know, the Reddits and stuff, people who had Engine for that amount of time and then they sold when it got to like 8 cents. So although they made a profit from it, they sold at 8 cents, and now, you know, it's worth a lot more, obviously. We're taking the app offline for 30 minutes. Yep, you're right, they did tweet that. Why doesn't it come up on my tweets? I don't understand. Someone said it's been down for an hour and 16 minutes already, so they obviously couldn't get on from the start, could they? Yeah, I've got that Telegram thing up, but I guess I must have turned off, what do you call it, alerts and stuff. Taking the app offline for 30 minutes and we'll be back with you shortly. So it's a long process, this, isn't it? It's like I don't know. Are they sold out on anything? I guess they're probably sold out on the ultra rares, but well, that's weird. Mine. I just went back into the app and now I'm okay. Now I'm back again. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Well, it's been what, like an hour and a half now, I guess. So the drops last a bit longer than you think, don't they? Because I wonder how long the drops are going to last when we really start like beefing up the amount. See, here's the thing as well, right? There's a lot of people going to the app and there's a lot of people trying to get these DeLoreans, but that's because there's only 3 of them. So I wonder, like, instead of just releasing like the DeLoreans, like if they release Jurassic Park, why don't they release, like, instead of releasing like, you know, a certain amount of one thing. But then, having said that, the app still clogged up, didn't it, when they did the Myrmicornios or Myrmicornos, and that was 9 of them. So I guess it doesn't really matter. So the rare and uncommon have not sold out, apparently. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to cut the supply. I don't think it's. It seems to me that they the crypto essentially was for them to make the money to make the app, etc., etc. So I don't think they really focused on the crypto at all, because they would be focusing on, like, they could focus on it and then put it to other what's it called, exchanges and stuff. Well, someone wrote a comment on one of my things and I didn't catch it because it came up in my thing, and anyone who knows why this happens, I don't know, but it came up in my my alerts my thing, and I read the comment, and then when I went to go to the actual comment on YouTube, it had disappeared. Now, I don't know if they deleted the comment. I don't think they did. A few people have complained about this as well. So why did you delete my comment? Well, honestly, I don't delete any comments unless I make a comment myself, which I did once when I first started. I made a comment on it myself and accidentally deleted my comment and their comment at the same time. But normally I don't delete any comments or anything like that if they're bad or good or whatever. You say what you like. But the point is that disappeared, and a few of them keep disappearing, and I have no idea why. But in that comment anyway, now where was I going with this? I can't even remember what. I completely lost track of what I was saying. I'll get back to it in a minute. It's because I started reading the chat down here. Someone talking about the Star Trek job, which will be absolutely awesome. If it says gems are gone, and if the gems are gone and it's pending a delivery, then normally that's an okay sign. It means that you're going to get your thing. Well, they were talking about getting off GoChain and going elsewhere, but at the moment they're saying that GoChain does what they want, so therefore, I guess they've been with them from the start, so that's where they're going to keep on with, I guess. Well, does that matter on the load of the server though? Because I'm guessing that the actual app itself, is it to do with the blockchain? I don't know. I don't know on that one, but I thought the app itself was just server side and all that kind of thing, and then the blockchain was just for minting the NFTs, but I could be wrong. That's a very good idea, yeah. And that is to ensure you get one next time. Be in the app 8 hours before. Well, we know that anyway. But save the ultra rare in the wish list. That's important, I think. And then just click on a minute before the release. Just click on the wish list one rather than the thingy. So don't go into the drop countdown. Just click on the rare, beforehand. Or actually click on it from the start, because I think they put them in the app quite early now, don't they? So click on it and then just leave it up on the screen. I'm not sure if they're sold out or not. I'm not sure if the app's back online yet. Do we know if it's back up yet? Is it still... this is going to be a really interesting screen for anyone who's not part of it, isn't it? Nothing going on whatsoever apart from me looking at my phone going, I'm not sure, I'm not sure. Well, I guess that's the thing, isn't it? They are the first to do this kind of thing, so it's leading the way essentially. Although I guess you could argue that Top Shots were sort of before them. So, but this is a different style of collecting, isn't it? Essentially, this is the collectible 3D things. So it's a bit of a different style in general. Yeah, I think anyone who's got a big bag of Omi wants it to succeed for sure. I haven't got a massive bag, I'll be honest. I didn't put that much into it, but I dollar cost averaged in as well. So I got a couple of hundred at the start, and then I got another 100, and then I did another 100. So I'm about 400 or 500 in essentially. So so I'm not a huge amount. I'm not like a million. No, I've got no luck whatsoever. I think the app is down at the moment from what I can gather, and I didn't get anything at all. So. But like I said, I'm not really that bothered anyway. Ah, that'd be awesome if we get a TARDIS. Any news on what the actual announcement's going to be? What do we think? What's the speculations? I'm thinking that Disney and the Marvel, well, it's all connected, isn't it? It's got to be something to do with Disney, maybe a partnership or something like that. But obviously that's just speculation. Although that chap about the football one, he kept on tweeting all the time. But I wonder now if he literally was just a fan and he was just tweeting stuff that he heard as a fan of the thing himself. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? This app will push the users who are not into crypto. They don't care about the crypto side of it. It's the app at the end of the day, which is them to make the money. So the crypto side of it will only go up if the people in crypto believe that the project has legs. So when they see that the project has legs, then I guess that will make them buy into it. It's a bit like buying stock, but not really, isn't it? Essentially, so you're buying the fact that I guess that the app is successful, and that's what you're hoping for. But with all crypto, everybody just wants it to go up because they want to make some money from it. So just like if you're buying stocks and shares. Well, you see, that's true actually, isn't it? Yeah, the whole DC and Marvel in the same space is quite a tricky one. Could be the NFL, yeah, it could be, but haven't they? They've already told us about the NFL as well. Although apparently, a lot of the NFL players are quite into heavily involved somehow, whatever that means, like invested in it. So I don't know if that means they've bought Omi themselves. A lot of famous people have bought Omi, or famous YouTubers and that as well. Andre Jack is one that's definitely bought it. He put out when he was on a podcast with some other people, he was talking about it. Funnily enough, I actually almost went to meet Andre Jack. Before he was YouTube famous, essentially, I made an idea for a company he was working for, and they were supposed to fly me out to Las Vegas, and he was going to film me doing this thing. And in the end, it never happened. It all fell through. The contract fell through and everything. But it would have been so cool to meet him, and who knows, if it would have. I might have been friends with him by now, but no, I guess not. So it was never to be. But no, he's a great YouTuber. If you haven't checked out his channel, check out his stuff. He's got some really good videos. On like making money essentially on the stock market and that kind of thing. And I believe that he started off with pretty much nothing, and he went to being a millionaire within a year or so of sort of doing these videos and doing the stuff that he did in the stock market and stuff. Yes, you've got Coinbase IPO in April the 14th as well. That's very true. So it's an interesting one that though, because see, the only worry that I have with anything crypto based as well, like especially Bitcoin as well, is what happens if that what's his name, Satoshi, what happens if they find out who it is or whatever and they sell all of their Bitcoin? Then like that's the end of Bitcoin, isn't it really? And they had to actually say that in their IPO, didn't they? They had to put that as a risk, because anyone that buys stocks in the thing, if that was to happen, then that means their stock will go down massively as well. Yeah, a lot of people want Marvel more than DC. Actually, it just depends. So I guess Spider-Man is a good one for Marvel, isn't it? And Iron Man, obviously, and well, the Avengers in general, I guess. I think they're more popular than DC. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the characters or what, but it's the films are definitely more popular, I believe. But then they're kind of more comical than dark, aren't they? Whereas the Batman ones, they try to go more dark and thingy. Whereas the other ones, it's more of a comical aspect to it as well. So I guess that makes it more popular, more mainstream. Oh, really? Okay. So we know. So it's very possible that Satoshi. But you see, this again is all speculation. So Satoshi is a group, isn't it? From what I can gather. But why are they? Why are they not? Like, how does it work? Anyone else who knows about Bitcoin? I don't really know much about it. I just know from what I've read and stuff like that. And they're saying that if that person or if whoever it is ever sells that group or whatever, then Bitcoin is going to take a dive. So, I guess that's a big risk. Yeah, that's the thing as well, like Ethereum as well. I've only got into crypto recently, hence the name New to Crypto. But I remember years back, like people saying to me, "Oh," or I was looking into it, and like it was like this Bitcoin thing. People were saying, "Oh, people are making money from Bitcoin," because it's been happening for a long time, obviously. But I didn't realize, and this probably sounds really stupid now, but I didn't realize you didn't have to buy the whole coin. Because if I did realize that, then maybe I would have put a little bit in at the time and then just let my investment go. But I didn't, and I didn't know. And there's a lot to crypto in a way, really, because okay, I went on. I didn't know even how to buy it at the start, and I had to look and see what people were putting in Facebook comments in order to say go to Binance and buy it. People were saying go on Robinhood to buy it. Well, this was Doge, by the way. I couldn't go on Robinhood because I'm in the UK, or well, I'm in Spain, but I couldn't go to Robinhood because it doesn't exist for me, essentially. It doesn't exist outside of America. So, or it may do, but just not where I am. So I couldn't get it through there, so I had to wait. And then someone said about Binance, and then I went on Binance and I had to do some checks, and I had to go through facial recognition, so all sorts of strange things to try and get a Binance account. And it took a while to come in, and then when it did, and that's another reason why a lot of people don't use Binance apparently, because it takes so long to go through all that process and the checks. And like, you know, one of my my brother-in-law the other day said, "Oh, what's this Omi crypto? I'd like to get some." But he literally just buys crypto through his bank, so he buys a bit of Bitcoin and a bit of ETH, and that's it. So you know, a lot of people don't want to go through the process and don't even want to bother with it. So you know, it takes a lot of research. Literally, I've been telling people about my YouTube channel, some of my family, and they're like, "Oh, okay, well then." You know, that's great, but you obviously have to do a lot of research for it. And it's true, I do for Omi, because obviously I try and research every day to give you guys the latest news and stuff. But they're talking about crypto in general. They say, oh, you have to know what you're doing in order to be able to get into it, which I guess you do. But at the same time, you know, if you, after you've been in it a little while, then you start to get the hang of it. But it's a very big learning curve in the first place, and just some people aren't willing to do that. Well, you see, that's the thing. Yeah, you buy it in you know, low, but you never know if it is going to go high, do you? That's the thing. So yeah, we don't want to know who he is or who they are, because if we do, then obviously then that gives them a reason to sell their Bitcoin. And because so many things, it seems, are tied to whether Bitcoin does well, that would stuff everything, literally. So what's happening with this XRP? Why is it rising anyway? Does anyone know? Is the court case over? Is it coming to an end, or like do we think it's going to go like skyrocketing? I got in XRP at like 33 cents or something. So I was holding for a little bit, and then I swapped it out for Omi, like I said, which I'm glad I did. But at the same time, now it's like over $1, I think, or is it less than that now? I don't know. You guys can probably tell me better. Let's have a look at our Omi anyway to see what it's doing at the moment. Yeah. It's not doing much. Oh, Safemoon's up though. That's good. Our initial investment of Safemoon that we lost about 70 on the other day has now gone up a bit. So now we're only losing, well, it depends, because depending on what you say I put in, because even though I put a certain amount in, what happened was they take 10% automatically, and then they also charge you different fees and stuff. So the actual amount of Safemoon I got was a lot less than what I thought I was going to get, put it that way. And I also made a little bit of a mistake as well when I was doing on Pancake Swap. So I put the slippage a bit higher than I should have done, I think. So, which I don't know if that makes a difference. Maybe it doesn't. So the point is that we're losing about $30 now. So that's not too bad, is it? So hopefully it will keep going up, and then we can do something with it. Yeah, I think XRP will win the case, or Ripple. Is it XRP or Ripple? Well, they're both the same, aren't they? Essentially, Ripple is using XRP. So, is it Ripple that's been put on trial, or XRP that's been put on? It's Ripple essentially, isn't it, for selling thingy? Well, you see, you say that, but it has nothing but speculation. But it's very good for cross-border transactions and all that kind of thing, isn't it? Supposedly. And I must admit, I bought XRP and I transferred it to Bit4X and BitMax so that I could buy Omi. And it was super quick. Like literally, when I did Bitcoin, it took ages. But XRP, as soon as I transferred it, it was there, like super fast. And it cost me 50 cents. So whereas Bitcoin cost me £30, and I was only transferring about £100 of it at the time, so I lost £30 in that transaction. So what did XRP go up to? It went up to like $6 or something, wasn't it? Or was it $3? I'm not sure. I had the frog held hostage. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. That's my sister-in-law that came in and put that frog in. So she changed the flowers and put the frog this time. If you got to the buy screen and gems were deducted, then it should mean that you 200 gems. What should I do now? Anyway, well, I would wait. Asjad, is it Asjad? I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. But you get to the buy screen and your gems are deducted. That normally means you've got something. So depending on how many gems you spent, and if you didn't, then don't worry because they will refund your gems. So you haven't lost your gems. You just might not get your collectible if they've all sold out of it. Speaking of which, the app must be back up then in that case. Is it back up? Maybe not. Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? I don't think they're going to lose, as we put it. I think it's going to settle, for sure. XRP uses like 1 to 10 the energy. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure what you're saying there. What did Tap say there? I don't know. I missed his comment there, but somebody said that's exactly what happened. Let's have a look. If there's any communications that show doubt or misunderstanding of XRP, then XRP could be amazing standing again. It was you that said that, Taps. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I was under the impression of, and my idea was to buy XRP and then hold it until until that happened, and then I bought some more XRP because of the fact that I saw a thing saying court case over, and it wasn't. It was a different court case. And then I just got sick of it. I was sitting there on it stagnant, and I thought, right, rather than do that, I'll put it into Omi, and that's what I did. And then I sort of plan on buying more of it at some point, but so disappointed I really want a DeLorean. Well, then I guess the market is going to be your only option. London-based company with the English and gaming movie license variant of Alfred Khan. Please excuse my spelling. I don't get it. What's that? Harley Hughes? I don't understand. What is that? XRP could go to 1,000. Do you really think so? I don't know. I saw people saying it can go to 8,000 and blah 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 and all that, and I just think like, really 1,000? That's, well, I guess essentially it seems to be quicker than Bitcoin, definitely. There seems to be a lot going for it, but it didn't get that high last time. But then maybe it stopped going high purely because of the fact that the SEC or SEC thing. Incidentally, I've got them on Twitter, so I'm constantly looking. That's an interesting one actually. Can they? Because as soon as they start investigating, obviously the stock goes down, doesn't it? The token goes down. Yes, Cabana Boy. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like BTC does use a lot of energy. In fact, I'm using quite a lot of energy here with my lights in this room, like a small Bitcoin farm, to be honest. But yeah, it does use a lot of energy, and it's very slow. It's super slow. So I guess you could argue that it essentially wants to be the new Bitcoin. But are there other things out there now that are similar? Like I don't know, Cardano. Is that going to be like the new Bitcoin? People are saying as well. So everyone says there's a new Bitcoin always. That's one thing I like about NFTs. They don't really say it's going to be the new Bitcoin. It's basically, if people like NFTs, then the thing goes up. But if they don't say it's going to be the new Bitcoin because this, that, and the other. Because a lot of things are based on speculation at the end of the day. Ashtad, if you've got your negative gem balance, then it means that you will get something normally. Or what will happen is they will refund your items, your gems back, and they will give you something in return. So, and that in return thing would be better than getting a DeLorean anyway. So you could probably sell that and buy a DeLorean off of the marketplace. So I wouldn't worry too much. Well, you see, that's the thing, isn't it? People are saying that Ethereum is going to be the new Bitcoin, and but they were saying that Dogecoin is going to be the currency. That's the thing. That's going to be the new Bitcoin because of the fact that it's faster and you don't have to wait for your transactions and all that. And it seems that everybody is always coming out with the new Bitcoin. So, and that's why, like I said, I like Omi because it's not compared to Bitcoin in any way, shape, or form. It's not like, oh, we can use this to buy stuff. It's literally NFTs and that's it. And engine the same. It's engine inside the game, isn't it? So if gamers take on the thing, then it goes good, and if not, then it doesn't. Simple as that. But it's not comparing it to another, a non-functional toy. That's very true. NFT is a non-functional toy. Yeah, it's a good way to put it, isn't it? Really. XMR. What's XMR? No, that's true, John. There is no guarantee that anyone's going to get anything. However, if they were to not give anything other than the return of gems this time after they've done it the last time, I got a feeling there's going to be a big kickoff. So I would say that you would probably get something in return, because otherwise, if the same system has happened twice, it's like if you go into a shop and someone says, "I'll give you 10% discount" to the person in front for nothing, and then you walk up next in the queue and you can't have a discount, then you want to know why. Same kind of thing, I guess. It's doggy, yeah, doggy coin, yeah, as opposed to Doge. No, I sold my Doge anyway. I sold it for a profit, so that was good. So I like the fact that I sold it for a profit, and then I bought other stuff. I actually bought some ADA with it as well, funny enough, but I staked that in Binance. I don't know why. It's literally locked away for 3 months and I can't do anything. So, and it went down as soon as I bought it. I FOMO'd in, as everyone did, around about that sort of time. I'm hoping it's going to go up at some point. But again, I'm not locked into into ADA really. I think it might do some good things in the future, but I haven't got that much money in it that it's gonna make a massive difference to my life. No, I didn't grab anything at the moment. I'm still still in the app doing nothing. So therefore, interestingly enough though, I don't know, is the app back online? Does anyone know if it's back? Okay, yeah, it's not really doing anything. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. People are saying Safe Mars is going to replace the Safe Moon. Ah, okay. So I thought I was under the impression that it took their gems and then it wasn't able to give them the NFT, John, because of the fact that they oversold it. So that's why they were giving back. But okay, in which case then maybe you won't get something good out of it. Well, I believe they were putting a thing of the maximum number was like one ultra rare and two rares, but I don't know how well that's going to work, to be honest. So yeah, I think ADA does have a lot of hype, so I'm hoping that it does. Well, if it doubles, then that means I double my money at least. But um, I stake my AEA through Binance. I do everything through Binance because I am new, so therefore I literally just opened up the Binance app and I wanted to try out staking. And the reason was because somebody offered me an investment opportunity, and I thought it was to do with staking, and therefore I was going to take them up on it. And then I realised that even with staking crypto, because they said it was all crypto based, there was no way that you could actually make this money from staking crypto as well. And that's why I sort of looked into it and popped some in Binance just to see. Because the percentage getting back every month was 20% every month, and I don't know any crypto that you can stake and get 20% back every month, and it was a guaranteed thing. So it was kind of like a big Ponzi scheme, I think. So I'm glad I didn't go into it, But that's one of the reasons I started looking into it, and also people were staking ADA and talking about it. So I looked into the pools and all that sort of thing, but in the end I just went with Binance. But apparently you can just stake ADA in your wallet anyway. Now, I didn't have a wallet before. I left everything on Binance, so that's why I staked it on Binance. But I guess you can stake it from the wallet you've got as well. Okay, so the app is back up. So let's have a look. Let's see if we can at least get something before. Oh no, no, my thing is completely. That's interesting. Okay. Whoever's trying to get an ultra rare, then I just bought one. So there we go. Look, I just bought the ultra rare for 100. Yeah, I just bought an ultra rare. So therefore, all the receipts, as long as he doesn't kick me out of the app, then should it all be good. It says order received and processing. There you go. Just so you know, I just got in now and I just bought the ultra rare. So therefore, I don't know what happened there and why it allowed me to, but I did. That shocked me. I don't really want to buy another one, to be honest. Let's see if I can buy another one. I'll have a check and see. Why not? Let's have a look. Reserving, attempting to secure my order. I don't want another one. My wife's going to kill me. She's going to kill me as it is. Attempting to secure an order. Yeah, buy a Lambo with it, yeah. Yeah, I don't quite understand how that worked. What did they just post? Let's have a look. Well, it took my gems and it charged me for it, and it said I've got it on order, so therefore, back online it says. Let's have a look. Okay, that's kind of weird. It's now loading. Look, it's doing its thing, but no, I don't think. Well, I might reserve one, but I was literally just tapping on it as it was going, and my phone's about to die soon as well. So, but I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated as to whether or not I actually did get it or not, because yeah, that'll be interesting if it gets sent to me tonight. Let's have a look. Where are we? And incidentally, I didn't load gems beforehand, so therefore, let's have a look. But I just got a thing through saying DeLorean time ultra rare. Let's have a look. Go back in again. Take screenshots. I should have done really, shouldn't I? Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Okay, mine says one order is pending on delivery on that ultra rare, so I guess there's no reason why. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest, so I don't know what happened there. I don't know how I managed to get that. Maybe they'll just refund my gems back at some point or whatever, and that's the thing. But yeah, I'm attempting to reserve another one just in case. But if I get it, maybe I can give it away on the channel or something. Yeah, I was saying that as well. I do wonder about the thingy, the resale value. There you go. That's what I just did. I just bought an ultra rare as well. Why are we saying screenshot it? What do we need to screenshot it? Because it says one coming or whatever. What would the screenshot help? Just to show them we got it, I guess. Oh, for goodness sake. Ah, I was going to say, I got worried then because it let me buy it again and I don't want another one. I was like, oh. But it now kicked me out and said sold out. So therefore it is now sold out. But it does say I've got one order pending. So therefore, why do we need to screenshot the green truck? Does that make a difference then, does it? Oh, okay, right, I'm with you. Ah, well, I'm assuming it will probably pop into my thing a little bit later. Yeah, that's what I've done. I've screenshotted that anyway, but it automatically comes up on the thing anyway, so therefore. But incidentally, I managed to get that without loading up any gems. So therefore, all right, it goes through my PayPal. So therefore, maybe that's the reason. I don't know, but okay. So it tells you that it's sold out when you've already bought one. That makes sense, yeah, because I wasn't getting the sold out symbol at all. So then I've got one now. I've got the ultra rare one, the one-to-one. Yeah, you can still get a common. That's definitely still available. Looks like they're all still available now. Let's have a look. Ultra rare, one-to-one. Let's just have a look and see if it says sold out now. Let's have a quick look. Why do you feel like you got screwed, Asjad? Didn't you say you got a couple on your thingy? You got your gems taken out or something? you got minus gems now. Well, I got minus gems essentially, so interesting. Well, it says I've got one order pending, so either they'll deliver that order or they will deliver back the refund, I guess. Although they might, do they refund gems or do they refund? Yeah, that's a bit of a bugger if they refund gems, because I'd rather have the money back, to be honest, if that's the case. So yeah. Oh well. Well, I managed to get one. So according to this, I did, but we shall see what happens. If it says sold out, then yeah, I guess maybe I don't know. I don't know why my one didn't say sold out, but I honestly didn't expect it to go through. So now it has. That's kind of weird, but it's an ultra rare one, and you saw that little green green flag thing that came up, said that I got it. So let me have a look. If I go to my collection now, I'll be able to see if it says how many there are or whatever. So let's do that so we can see. Oh no, it won't let me. The app is laggy at the moment. So in fact, my phone is about to die. So wowzers, that's the time already. My goodness. Right, well, it's about 7 o'clock now anyway, so I'm going to end this stream. I'm sure it's been fascinating for the people who wasn't part of it, wasn't in the chat. So therefore, but anyway, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've had fun trying to get your thingy. I will keep you updated as to whether or not I actually get one. I'm guessing, in the next couple of hours I will get one through, or maybe I won't. Who knows? But either way, I will keep you updated and let you know what's going on. But thank you very much, as always, for joining me, and I shall see you on the next video or on the next live stream, whatever it is. And as always, what do I know? I'm new to crypto.